Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragonball FighterZ video. Today, I wanted to give you a quick rundown of the patch notes that we recently got. Now, these patch notes are wild, man. You'll be seeing them on the screen. You'll see every single patch notes you can come to expect in the game. But before we get into it, if you guys want to stay up to date with all things Dragonball FighterZ, or you just want to become part of a beautiful community, then be sure to subscribe and stick around for more. Hopping right into this, these patch notes are insane. The system mechanic changes alone end up being an indirect buff to plenty of characters. For example, one of the system mechanic changes that's going to really swap the game up here is they gave float properties to any special attack that leaves you airborne. So let's say, for example, you go for Goku Black's instant transmission, you can now float after that move. And they were showing some of the mix-ups with Goku Black and this new mechanic, and it was ridiculous. Like, you didn't know whether or not the opponent was going to go to your left, go to your right, or what they were going to do. It really opens the door for a lot of characters, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. One of the other system mechanic changes that I really liked was the guard cancel changes. Obviously, as we all know, you can now guard cancel in the air, but a huge change is now you can actually Z-change from a special move, which once again blows the lid on the combo potential. And that's not even it, they made another change to guard cancels. You see, you can actually guard cancel vanish now. You know how when both of your characters are dead and you just have one character left and your opponent's attacking you and you go for a guard cancel, your character teleports behind the opponent and kind of hits them away from you. Well, now you have a similar thing with the guard cancel vanish. This costs 2 bars, and in order to do this, you perform the guard cancel like normal, but you press the vanish buttons as well. This puts you behind the opponent where you smack them away from you, and it's just that. It's just a smack away, it's a get off me tool, kind of reset back to neutral, and you can perform this when all of your characters are alive. Now, in this patch, we had some big winners. There's a lot of characters that I can really see moving up the tier list. One of those characters is Frieza. Now, if you've been keeping up with a little bit of a teasers, they showed that Frieza's 2H is now considered a physical attack, meaning Broly's shield is no longer invulnerable to that. If Broly super dashes with that shield and Frieza 2H's, he's getting punished. But one of the biggest changes to Frieza, and this is ridiculous, if you have Golden Frieza on your team, it's really gonna be your objective in order to get golden and maintain that golden form for as long as humanly possible. You see, because your golden form timer, it resets whenever you swap Frieza out. Meaning, with this new system mechanics and the Z changes and the swap outs and all that good stuff, you have the tools necessary in order to go golden, do an attack with Frieza, and then bail out of there in order to reset your timer, and then bring Frieza back in. But that's not even it, because your timer for Golden Frieza's form also resets if Golden Frieza takes a character out. So you Frieza mains, you guys are gonna be a menace, man. You're gonna have to keep an eye out for those guys. But Frieza's not the only one to get massive buffs. Zamasu is killing it too. This dude is going to be nuts. Like, you're gonna have to watch out for him. I can really see people picking him up after this patch, especially now since his flight mechanic has had a whole overhaul. Like, yeah, it still works the same, but now he can kind of like dash and teleport around the screen with his flight mechanic. I think you guys would also like to know that his special attack can't be low profiled anymore. And remember, that system mechanic about having the float properties to any special move in the air. Well, Zamasu's no exception. We got to see Zamasu played by a professional player during the event, and he was demolishing with the character. Like, I can totally see Zamasu being really good at the moment. Now, I know what you guys want to know. There's a bunch of people out there that are like, all right. The buffs are nice, but let me know the Z Broly and UI Goku nerfs. Well, I got some bad news for you. They didn't get nerfed. They got buffed. They literally buffed those two characters. But somebody I think who's flying under the radar is Android 21. Homegirl has been a top tier character for a long time now, and she also got some pretty substantial buffs. Now, I'm a 21 main, so I'm not mad at that, but I think it's crazy that they buffed these 3 characters and nerfed Gotenks. Now, the nerf to Gotenks isn't massive. They just nerfed the damage a little bit on his ghost attack, and if I remember correctly, that was the only nerf he got. But it blows my mind that they nerfed his damage on that move and didn't nerf anything about Broly or UI Goku or Android 21. Also, base Goku got a new attack in the form of a jumping down medium attack. Vegito got a level 4 where he can do his level 1 after his level 3, and Trunks got a level 2. And our homegirl Videl, look, all right, let me just tell you, we all wanted to reflect on Videl, and you know what? They didn't give it to us. We can't always get what we want. But instead, they hooked us up with something that might even be better. You see, because now when you do your spot dodge, you can instantly cancel the spot dodge into a DP. And this canceled DP comes out faster than the normal DP. So consider this a much more aggressive reflect. And that's not even it, because the counter super that she has became a lot more humiliating for the opponent. Because when she hits you with Great Saiyaman counter, he actually steals meter from the opponent. Now these guys are wild with their buffs, man, because Krillin's Bean also got a substantial buff. Now this thing heals actual yellow health. Not just blue health, it heals legitimate lost health. This is one of those things where if your opponent's got meter and they're using Krillin, you have got to make sure they don't get you in a combo, because if they get you in a sliding knockdown, they're throwing themselves a bean, I bet you. My boy Nappa, dude, I'm eating good today because Nappa got insane amount of buffs. This is a legitimate threatening character now. If you were afraid of the Cybermen before, you're gonna have a lot more to worry about because now they're completely invulnerable to ki blasts. Overall, this patch is intense. It's game-changing to the most literal degree, with new system mechanics and a staggering amount of buffs to every single character in the roster. This game is bound to feel brand new to pretty much everybody who plays it. We're gonna have a lot more combo routes in order to go and learn, practice, and get used to blocking. So the first couple of weeks, maybe even the first couple of months of this new form of Dragon Ball FighterZ being out, try not to get frustrated playing the game. Remember, we're here to have a good time, and guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna bring us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it and you're new here, keep it locked, subscribe, and become part of this incredible community. And watch this video next. Thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it.